There was a summer afternoon where the cicadas were louder than my soul. I poured my bright teenage wonders into the side of my mother's face, but her eyes were anchored to a screen, leaving no room for my existence. It wasn't until I became angry that she looked at me. So I became the monster she expected, just to feel a connection, even a cold one. I stood in that silent room, defeated by a shadow. And for years after, I've been trying to win that battle again by over-explaining my soul to people who were never listening in the first place. I grew up, or at least my body did, but somehow I remained frozen in that summer afternoon, a ghost trapped in a sunlit living room. In the years that followed, every face I encountered, my boss, my partner, even a stranger on the street, would, in a fleeting second, blur into that same indifferent profile of my mother. They don't even have to flip a switch. The mechanism inside me just starts automatically. I begin to explain, I ramble, I talk in circles, desperately trying to repair cracks that aren't even there. I am still throwing stones into the same abyss, hoping that this time someone will finally turn around and say, "I hear you." But somehow, that silent valley, the one I had been calling into since that day, held a gravity I couldn't escape. I stayed there, lingering, like someone waiting for a ceremony that was long overdue. I was searching for an echo, just one, just once. I needed to know that my words had a place to land, that every syllable I spoke carried weight in this world. Because for a long time, my deepest fear was that my voice was like rain falling into thick clouds, silent, traceless, leaving no evidence that I was ever there. I haven't learned how to let go of the obsession yet. My hands are still clenched around those stones of explanation. My heart still stings whenever I see a familiar, cold profile. I am still lingering in those valleys that don't belong to me, pressing my ear against the cold stone, waiting like a hungry child for even a second of an echo. But in that long, weary silence, I suddenly felt the chill. I looked down, and I finally saw the child who has been standing with me on the edge all this time, curled into a ball. That child has been standing here with me for 20 years. The voice is gone. The thin clothes are soaked with the sweat and freezing rain of all those years. That child is so tired, wanting to go home more than anyone. But because of my obsession, because I refused to lose that meaningless battle, that child never dared to leave my side. I thought I was demanding love from the world, but I didn't realize that I was the one imprisoning the very child who needed my care the most. Sometimes I find myself lingering on a thought. Is it truly impossible for a time machine to exist? I wouldn't need long. I feel like I just want to go back, even for a few seconds. Just to go back and hold the child who was screaming into the quiet on that sun-scorched afternoon. Just to whisper, "Shh, stop explaining. I can hear you." To this day, I still haven't learned how to stop those unconscious explanations, but I am no longer hysterical because I finally understand a part of me is still lingering in that summer. The cicadas know, I know, the clouds drifting above us know. I still don't always get the echo I crave from the valley, but I've stopped waiting at the edge with such desperate persistence.
I realized that I wasn't waiting for an answer from today. I was waiting for the echo from that one specific summer, the sound that should have been there, but arrived so many years too late. And now, I have finally spoken that echo back to the child, myself.
Look at that child, still standing there alone, with narrow shoulders carrying weights unknown. A lifetime of waiting for just one look of your own, while I was busy running, leaving them cold and prone, forgetting the warmth that should have been shown. No more explaining, the clouds have all drifted away. No more waiting, the sun is gentle today. I hear it now, the echo of that summer day, a greeting to myself from a world far away. Across time and space, I finally found my way.